governors and members of the National and State Assembly to make state police a reality. I was in the forefront of advocacy for state police in the 9th Senate. I strongly believe that state police is the financial coup.
A new era in governance was ushered in when Sani took the reins as governor on May 29, 2023. He marks his first 100 days in office, a period that has seen significant changes across the state, especially in putting the citizens first. Governor Sani set the tone of his administration through his sustained agenda, laying out priorities and areas his government will focus on to make impact on the lives of citizens in the state.
The central focus of administration is, however, the transformation of rural areas. We want to revitalize the economies of our rural areas through massive infrastructural development.
With the sustained agenda in mind, which aims to strengthen safety and security, upgrade infrastructure, strengthen institutions, enhance trade and investment, Governor Sani assembles his team comprising cabinet members, key advisors, and department heads who will assist in delivering dividends of democracy to residents. He says those who fail to perform will be shown the way out.
We must put personal friendship aside. We shall strictly assess you based on your performance indicators. Anyone that fails to measure up will be shown the way out. However, be rest assured, I will give you the support and tools you require to perform optimally.
One of the most remarkable achievements of Governor Sani's 100 days in office is his commitment to education.
We also realize that we are facing some challenges at the level of tertiary education where a lot of people cannot afford to pay the fees.
He reduced school fees in tertiary institutions, making it accessible to the less privileged and the downtrodden.
This is a fair reduction by which the students will be able to afford at a bit affordable rate in order for them to continue their studies.
The governor says the downward review was aimed at alleviating the impact of the rising cost of living following the removal of petroleum subsidies in Nigeria. He further directed the State Scholarship Board to allocate funds for scholarships in various tertiary institutions, which illustrates his dedication to fulfilling campaign promises. He commissioned a 400-bed hostel, which he reconstructed at Government Girls Secondary School, Kawo. This initiative underscores his commitment to promoting excellence in girls' education in Kaduna.
Because in Kaduna State, we prioritize girl child education because we believe they must have a conducive atmosphere for them to excel in their own academic pursuit. Today, I'm happy we are here to commission the newly reconstructed and renovated hostels and classrooms.
Uplifting the undeserved is one of the cornerstones of Sani's administration. His commitment to financial inclusion was evident in his first executive order aimed to provide access to financial facilities for the marginalized.
We have decided to inaugurate a very strong team of some of our advisors that are going to work closely with some critical stakeholders, financial technology companies, fintechs, banks, to ensure that the vulnerable people within our own society in the rural areas are captured, and we ensure that we open account for them in the next 1 year, at least 1 million people.
Additionally, his pledge to donate 50% of his salary to the poor exemplifies his dedication to human welfare.
Our administration will establish a trust fund for the poor and vulnerable in Kaduna State. The trust fund will cater for the needs of the poor, underserved, and vulnerable in Kaduna State. A committee will be set up to develop a framework for the establishment of the trust fund. I will donate 50% of my salary to the trust fund for the next 2 years.
In response to the subsidy removal's impact, Governor Sani established a palliative committee made up of government officials, the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC), and other critical stakeholders. The primary objective was to explore alternative measures and develop palliative strategies to mitigate the impact of the subsidy removal. Using their findings, Governor Sani announces the launch of a palliative program for 210,000 households.
We are targeting about 1,050,000 in Kaduna State. And that translates to about 210,000 households. Having said that, I also want to be very clear here to all of you that the federal government promised to give every state 5 billion naira, which will serve as both grant and loan. So, but as of today, 2 billion naira have been given to Kaduna State, and the 2 billion naira is what we are using at the moment to ensure that we come up with something quickly to support our poor.
He outlined a three-phase approach for palliative distribution. This will see the distribution of 43,000 bags of rice, prioritizing the disabled, widows, and elderly in its first phase. Initiatives like subsidized transportation, fertilizers, and small business aid will form the second phase. Reviving the locomotive train for affordable transport will follow. Governor Sani's engagement with both local and foreign investors showcases his dedication to economic growth. Meetings with ambassadors from Arab nations, including Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Qatar, are poised to yield in promising partnerships. The groundbreaking ceremony of the Qatar Sani project highlighted Kaduna's potential as an investment destination. The mega economic city project extends beyond housing, encompassing provisions for clinics, shops, poultry farms, and irrigation farming.
And we are in Kaduna now, in the land more than 500 projects. We try to finish it, inshallah, end of this year. First of all, last I thanks my brother's Excellency Sani for his support and cooperation for the success of this Qatar Sani project.
In the economic city, there will be houses for the poor and less privileged, clinics, shops, poultry farms, farmlands for rainy season and irrigation farming, as well as an orphanage center. The mass housing project for the less privileged is a major contribution toward putting roofs over the heads of the poor, underserved, and vulnerable in our states.
Qatar has commenced the construction of 500,000 housing units in Kaduna State, marking a significant move to boost the living conditions for underprivileged families in the state. In addition to the housing unit, Qatar Charity has also pledged an array of interventions and empowerment programs for the less privileged across Kaduna State. Within just 3 months, Governor Sani has spearheaded transformative reforms in the security sector. By engaging with service chiefs, traditional leaders, and improving intelligence gathering, he laid the foundation for a safer Kaduna. He also met with the new service chiefs in Abuja immediately after their appointment, seeking ways to ensure the security of Kaduna State citizens is prioritized. He has recruited 7,000 vigilante youth to support federal security agencies. He believes that with the knowledge of the local environment, there will be no hiding place for bandits.
I believe our Kaduna Vigilance Service will also play a key role in terms of giving them the intelligence in it, as well as increasing the number of boots on ground. Because, like I said, the Commissioner of Police is very supportive, the DSS is very supportive, the Army are very supportive, as well as the Navy. So they are going to work with them, and we make sure that they work in line with our laws.
One of his top priorities has been to revolutionize the infrastructure landscape of Kaduna State to meet the demands of its growing population of about 10 million. His journey commenced in the heart of rural communities where the need for connectivity and development was keenly felt. He started by breaking ground on key projects including a 25 kilometers road in Rigachikun-Igabi local government area, a 21.7 kilometers road benefiting over 30 villages in Kubau and Ikara local government areas, a 6.2 kilometers Tachira-Kagariko road in Kaura local government area. These projects, set for completion in 12 months, reflect the government's dedication to enhancing infrastructure and spurring economic growth. Additionally, Governor Obasani laid the foundation for senior secondary schools in Nasarawan, Rigachikun-Igabi local government area. The commitment to building 62 junior and senior secondary schools across the state exemplifies the administration's focus on improving education in rural areas.
The reason why we have decided to quickly start the construction of this road is simply because it will revitalize the economies of the rural areas, particularly those 32 villages that are within this community. So at the end of the day, between Kubo local government and Ikara local government, we are planning to construct 52-kilometer roads within our communities.
As part of the Kaduna State government commitment to build and strengthen the state healthcare system, Governor Obasani flags off the distribution of state-of-the-art medical equipment to 290 upgraded primary healthcare centers across the 23 local councils of the state. He believes that a healthy population is a productive population. He says his administration will prioritize healthcare. It didn't stop there. The Deputy Governor of the state, Hadiza Sabuwa Balarabe, also commissioned 5 state-of-the-art mobile diagnostic trucks purchased by Kaduna State government. The mobile trucks are fully fitted with medical diagnostic equipment to render integrated health services in hard-to-reach communities across Kaduna State.
We have always said that we want to make sure that we have one more primary health care in every ward again. So at the end of the day, we may be having about 600 primary health care centers within Kaduna State. These are just 290. As we are speaking, we are building more and we are going to equip more. That is the whole idea. That is why I said we will make sure that nobody leaves out and move at least a kilometer without seeing a primary health care center, because it's very important. And not only having them, equipping them to the standard. As you can see today, these equipments are state-of-the-art equipments, we imported them.
In marking his 100 days in office, Governor Obasani met with stakeholders in Kaduna State to give an account of his stewardship since he took over the reins of affairs. At his first town hall meeting, the governor and his team listened to the opinions of the people.
We plead that some of the projects that were started by the last government, especially in the southern part, they kindly considered for completion.
He reaffirmed his administration's commitment to spread development across the state through its Rural Transformation Program, which aims to revitalize the rural economies.
In any case, we have not actually borrowed any money. Let me be very frank. It's just because when you find yourself in this situation, you have to think outside the box. And we try to go out to talk to whoever can work with us, to support us. That is the reason why we have been able to attract most of these projects to Kaduna. And I can assure you, we have more projects coming to Kaduna by the grace of God.
As the sun set on Obasani's first 100 days in office, Kaduna State stands witness to a wave of transformation. His vision, dedication, and strategic initiatives paint a promising future for the region. Through strengthening security, fostering economic growth, and prioritizing human welfare, Governor Obasani has proven that change is not just a promise, but a tangible reality for Kaduna State.